It is now precisely 7 o'clock.
Springbok Radio presents World News and Africa Survey.
Good morning. My name is Wynand de Tooy, and today is the 17th of December 2025, and I am here from Upington in the Northern Cape of South Africa, chatting to you all who is interested in what has happened over the past couple of days. Of course, yesterday was the day of the vow for Afrikaners, people who believe in the accord they have struck with God in the time of the Blood River battle against the Zulu forces. And while people are nowadays celebrating a so-called Reconciliation Day, and interesting was, it was the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa who was doing exactly a Reconciliation Day speech at the Zulu side of the Blood River Monument. At the same time, South African authorities, raided the offices of the U.S. Refugee Processing Center in Johannesburg. And it's clearly an action to intimidate those people who is in the process of applying to leave South Africa for the United States, but also trying to intimidate the workers, people employed by the United States Embassy, who is processing all the different applications for people that wants to move to the United States. Now, that is very interesting that that happened on the same day, but it proves that there is, in fact, a persecution of white South Africans, of Afrikaner people. We have seen, or heard rather, that photos was taken from the people who were there. Clearly intimidating actions have taken place, and is proof that the South African government is lying to the rest of the world. Now, earlier in the week, by the end of last week, it was quite prominently on the news in South Africa, not the mainstream media, of course, but on all the other social media channels that has broadcasted about it. And that's the fact that the government is trying to bring back a 1950 apartheid law, which is about racial profiling. But they don't want to bring the law back as such, but they want to enforce the law onto civilian companies. In other words, the government is now admitting, by bringing back those laws, implementing, forcing people to implement this racial profiling, they admit that apartheid as such was never a crime against humanity. We have been saying for many years, and even the older black people will tell you, that during the time of apartheid, there was no hunger, there was no joblessness. People from right over Africa streamed into South Africa, even during those days, because the economy was alive and growing. job opportunities for all. Now there's nothing. The economy is broken. People live in prisons to be safe. Nobody can access the streets late at night. Not by food anyway. Not alone. Because it's too dangerous. But the world has been told that apartheid was a crime against humanity. Now, why do you then, if that was a crime against humanity, you bring back all the old apartheid laws? Especially the racial profiling that used to be a very big issue until it was demolished in 1991. So that means that whenever you apply for a work or when you are working for a specific company, there must be it must be stated whether you are white, you are black, or you are Indian, or you are colored. Racial profiling. That was one of the biggest arguments and fights during the apartheid era. Now they want to enforce it back onto our people. But which is clear to me is the fact that they bring back all these laws. They raid this United States facility where the refugee applicants are being processed. They raid that, intimidate. And I can see that during the coming year of 2026, we are going to see increasing acts of misdemeanor by the government because of what has happened in 2025 with the refugee program, the fact that the United States government is now being seen as an enemy of South Africa, and where they also indirectly declares that South Africa is an enemy of the United States. So I expect a lot of problems during 2026. It will be more and more difficult. There will be more and more Afrikaner persecutions. More and more racial laws will be brought back. And we are going to be in for a rough ride. But then we have survived all those centuries. We are quite used to persecution by the British, by the old revolutionaries in France, the church persecutions. We have made it. The last 32 years, we have made it. And we will continue to make it. But then we might need all the support that we can get from anywhere in the world. So if you are feeling for the Afrikaner cause, the Boer cause, then send this video to as many people as you can. Help us to distribute the awareness of what is really going on in South Africa. Let's spread this awareness everywhere into every corner in the world. And please remember to subscribe to the channel. You can become a member. You can support us that way. And you can even join our movement. More on that in the subtitles below so that you can follow us. Enjoy your coffee this morning, laced with condensed milk. Make it extra sweet because the problems is just starting in South Africa. Just think of it. Day of the vow. They choose that day to raid this refugee processing center? Are they trying to send us a message because of Blood River, where we destroyed the Zulu nation with only 464 men against 20 to 30,000 Zulus? Is it a message? Maybe it is. Let's see what happens in 2026. Stay well, and I'm talking again to you next Wednesday.